In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on December 3rd, 2022, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. West Virginia versus Xavier. The West Virginia Mountaineers and the Xavier Musketeers meet Saturday in college basketball action from Cintas Center. West Virginia is 6-1 on the year thus far. The Mountaineers are coming off a win over Florida. As for Xavier, they're currently 5-3 after a win versus Southeastern Louisiana Lions in their last matchup. West Virginia is 5-2 against the spread in their last 7 games and 17-35-1 against the spread in their last 53 Saturday games. The over is 22-4 in West Virginia's last 26 road games, and the over is 7-3 in their last 10 Saturday games. Xavier is 3-1 against the spread in their last 5 games and 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 Saturday games. The over is 13-3 in Xavier's last 16 home games, and the over is 17-5 in their last 22 games. So we know that Bob Huggins hates Xavier, and the players on either side probably don't feel his hatred. But West Virginia knows who they are. They are an improved team that has been battle-tested, but they are a Huggins-coached team. That means a lot of pressure, as shown by their 23rd ranking in the nation in turnovers forced per game. Xavier's defense has been mediocre at best, and their 3-point defense is a major concern. West Virginia is 24th in adjusted defensive efficiency according to Ken Palm, and they shoot 36% from 3-point range. So the West Virginia Mountaineers to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The key for the total is the temp, and Xavier ranks 40th in adjusted tempo according to Ken Palm. West Virginia is at 131, but they will run often when they force turnovers in their press. Both teams have quality offenses in the top 50 of adjusted offensive efficiency according to Ken Palm. Miller is trying to push defense more, as his team has gone over in 7 of 8 games this season. West Virginia has gone over in 3 of their last 4 games. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Ole Miss versus Memphis. The Ole Miss Rebels pay a visit to Memphis, Tennessee on Saturday in FedEx Forum to play the Memphis Tigers. Ole Miss fell from the unbeaten ranks when losing to Oklahoma 59-55 on Sunday in the championship game of the ESPN Events Invitational in Kissimmee, Florida. Amory Abrams scored a team-best 17 points for the Rebels. Memphis won its 3rd straight after defeating North Alabama 87-68 on Wednesday night. Kendrick Davis was the leading scorer for the Tigers with 18 points. Ole Miss is 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games following an against-the-spread loss, and 5-2 against the spread in their last 7 road games against a team with a winning home record, while the over is 7-0 in their last 7 games following an against-the-spread loss. Memphis is 10-1 against the spread in their last 11 home games and 16-6 against the spread in their last 22 games overall, while the over is 5-1 in their last 6 games against a team with a winning record. Ole Miss has suffered a disappointing 4-point loss to a very tough Oklahoma team that thrives on defense, but the Rebels will not face the same toughness on defense from Memphis. The Tigers are allowing an average of 64 points per game, but will be facing a talented Ole Miss offense that is scoring an average of just 71 points per game but is shooting 46.0% overall and 34.6% from behind the line. Ole Miss has its own tough defense that is holding opponents to an average of 63 points per game and only 41.9% shooting overall. Ole Miss has covered the spread in each of the last 6 against Memphis and in 5 of the last 6 played on the road against the Tigers. So the Ole Miss Rebels to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Ole Miss and Memphis both have strong defenses, as the Rebels are allowing an average of just 63 points and 41.9% shooting, while Memphis is allowing an average of 64 points and 38.9% shooting. The total has finished under in 2 of the last 3 for Memphis. Ole Miss is coming off a loss to Oklahoma in which just 114 points were scored between the two, which easily finished under the closing line of 127.5. The total has finished under in 10 of Ole Miss' last 12 played during December. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. St. Mary's versus Houston. The St. Mary's Gales and Houston Cougars meet Saturday in college basketball action at the Dickies Arena. The St. Mary's Gales look for their 7th win. The Houston Cougars look to remain undefeated. St. Mary's comes into this game with a 6-2 record, and they have gone 4-4 against the spread. St. Mary's has lost 2 games in a row, and the offense hasn't been good enough in either of the games. Against New Mexico, the offense only managed 65 points, and they lost by 4 points. St. Mary's is averaging 71.5 points, while their defense is giving up 57.5 points per game. The defense is ranked 20th in the league, and the defense is going to need to lock down here. Guard Alex Dukas is averaging 14.5 points while shooting 48% from the field. On the other side of this matchup is Houston, who sits with a 7-0 record, and they have gone 6-1 against the spread. In the last game against Norfolk State, the offense scored 100 points, and that led to the blowout victory. Guard Marcus Sasser had a strong game, finishing with 25 points, 4 assists, and 1 rebound. Houston is averaging 78 points while their defense is giving up 48 points per game. The defense is ranked first in the league, and it's what will lead them to the success here. Sasser is averaging 18 points while shooting 41.7% from the field and 31.6% from behind the three-point line. The Gales are 7-1 against the spread in their last 8 games following a straight-up loss. The Cougars are 20-7 against the spread in their last 27 neutral site games and 45-21 against the spread in their last 66 games overall. The over is 6-0 in Gales' last 6 neutral site games. The under is 8-2 in Cougars' last 10 overall. The Cougars will win this game on the back of their defense. They'll be all over Mitchell Saxon in the paint, and the Gales will struggle to find open shots against this Houston team. The Cougars are rotating at the highest level and own enough depth to play with the same intensity for all 40 minutes. The Gales are a great defensive team too, so we should see a great battle at Dickies Arena. The Cougars will have huge support from the stands, which could be a key factor down the stretch. Houston has kept its opponents below a 60-point mark in each of its 7 outings this season. The Cougars have beaten all but one opponent this season by 10 points or more and are 6-1 shillings. Worth noting, this is the Gales' longest trip in terms of distance away from home, and with St. Mary's as .500 team against the spread, it's a quick and easy fade. No-brainer pick here. Houston by a mile. Not much of a defense is needed either, so the Houston Cougars to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. With Houston at 78 points per game, if the Cougars simply break 70 points, all you need is 48 or more from the Gales to be safe. St. Mary's hasn't scored less than 50 points all season, and the Cougars are allowing 48 points per game as it is. I know Houston is an incredibly tough and dangerous defense to push the envelope against, but an overplay is more than achievable here. The total has gone over in 8 of SMC's last 12 games, and this 118-point total is also the lowest number either team has seen all season. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.